As dog owners, we have all thought about what our dogs are thinking when we leave the house. Whether you're heading out for a weekend trip or just off to your day's business, it's more likely than not that your dog will look at you like you're leaving forever. But why do they look so sad when you're walking out the door? And what's really going on in their minds while they're home alone? Are they truly missing us? Or is there something else at play? And for more secrets about your doggy, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss a video. Now let's dive right in. No matter how frequently we leave the house, our dogs still find it challenging to get used to being left alone. They pick up on all sorts of cues that signal our departure. For instance, seeing the luggage come out of storage, watching us put on our shoes, or even hearing the jingle of our keys. These actions become clear indicators for them that we're about to leave. It's truly fascinating how smart our dogs are. They quickly learn and remember our routines. From the moment we start preparing to leave, they're already bracing themselves for the separation. This keen sense of observation shows just how in tune they are with our behaviors and daily habits. Despite knowing the routine, it doesn't necessarily make it easier for them. Each departure can still feel like a significant event, stirring up feelings of anxiety or sadness. This shows just how deeply they are attached to us, making our absence hard for them to handle. So, do dogs really miss us? The answer is yes. Dogs miss their owners when they're gone. Studies have shown that the longer a dog is left alone, the more they miss their owners. They can tell the difference between us being gone for just 15 minutes to run an errand versus 3 hours away. For some dogs, whether it's 10 minutes or 2 hours, the duration is irrelevant. They think about how much they miss you and express it with enthusiastic behaviors, like jumping, wagging their tails, spinning, or licking when you return. For others, shorter trips might just earn a happy nod or a wag. But when their sense of time tells them it has been longer than a few minutes, their excitement and anticipation grow significantly. This heightened reaction to longer absences shows how deeply dogs are affected by our absence, reaffirming the strong emotional bond they have with us. Dogs that are not accustomed to being left at home often wonder why they can't go with you. If you usually take your dog along on many outings, they might be puzzled when they can't join you this time. They might shove their nose into the door opening, only to feel disappointed when you say no. Their thoughts might be filled with disbelief as they jump to a window, trying to catch a clue as to why they aren't in the car with you. What do dogs do when they are alone? Many dogs will spend the day staring out the window, waiting for any sign of their owner. Others may whimper or sigh while lying next to the door their owner exited, hoping to see them walk back in the same way they left. Dogs are vocally expressive animals, so they often show emotion by vocalizing. Crying, howling, or barking can all indicate that they are communicating their desire for you to come back. Because dogs are instinctually driven by their sense of smell, they often show their sadness at your absence by snuggling with things that have your scent, such as lying on your bed or cozying up to your dirty laundry. Mental activity and stress are almost always more tiring to a dog than physical exercise. When the realization sets in that you have left for an unknown amount of time, their thoughts race. They become super attuned to the sounds around them, hoping it means you have come back. A car door closing, a car horn honking, the sound of kids laughing or people talking, a wall clock chiming, all these sounds keep a dog's mind working. Eventually, they tire and fall asleep. Dogs dream in much the same way as humans, sometimes just as vividly, causing them to look like they are running in their sleep, whimpering, or curling their lips. They may be dreaming of riding in the car with you, a scene of you returning home, or perhaps a time when you were playing together. They also experience the same REM cycles of sleep as people. So when you recognize they are dreaming, it's best to let the sleeping dog lie. After a nice nap, your dog is probably ready to play. Toys are super important for a dog's mental and physical health, and many dogs love playing with them even when they're alone. Treat dispensing toys or puzzle toys can keep your dog entertained and busy while you're away. These toys not only give them something fun to do, but also help fight boredom and anxiety. But if they don't have the right toys, dogs might start messing with household items to keep themselves occupied. They could rearrange pillows or blankets, sometimes pulling out the stuffing to make a comfy spot. You might find toilet paper strewn around the house, pot plants chewed on, or shoes hidden in strange places as part of their own little game of hide and seek. Unfortunately, this can lead to some destruction as they chew and tear things apart. To avoid this, make sure to give your dog a variety of engaging toys. Rotate them regularly to keep things interesting. Chew toys are great for satisfying their need to chew. while puzzle toys can challenge their brains and keep them occupied longer. By providing the right toys, you can help prevent boredom-induced mischief and keep your dog happy and mentally stimulated, even when you're not home. When left alone, some dogs engage in bad behavior, which can range from minor mischief like tipping over food bowls to more destructive actions like chewing on furniture or having accidents in the house. If your dog regularly shows these behaviors, they might be suffering from separation anxiety. This stress of being away from you is more than they can handle, leading to these unwanted actions. But don't worry, there are ways to help your dog cope with separation anxiety. Training your dog to associate your leaving with positive experiences can make a big difference. Try hiding Kong toys filled with treats around the house before you go, giving them something fun to focus on. Providing other engaging distractions throughout the day can also help. Draining their energy with a walk or some activity before you leave can also be very effective. A tired dog is more likely to rest well while you're away. Also, consider options like doggy daycare or hiring a dog walker to give your dog some relief and companionship while you're away. In some cases, your dog might even need medication to manage their anxiety. It's important to discuss these behaviors with your veterinarian to create a plan that helps your dog feel happier and more secure when they're alone. Taking these steps can greatly improve your dog's well-being and reduce the stress they feel when you're not home. Do dogs have a sense of time? Dog owners know their pup has some concept of time. How else do they know to appear at dinner time every day? Many dogs also seem to know when their favorite person is expected back home and perk up a little beforehand. They might do a slow stretch, reaching first the front paws out and then the back legs as they rise from a nap. Then, they saunter to the door or window to wait in anticipation of your arrival. Dogs do have a sense of time, but it's different from how we humans perceive it. Their concept of time revolves around routine, daily patterns, and associative learning. While dogs can't understand time in the abstract sense of hours and minutes, they do have an internal awareness of time intervals. They rely on their heightened senses, such as smell and hearing, to detect changes in their environment, allowing them to anticipate routine events. Daily patterns and consistent schedules in the household enable dogs to develop their own sense of time. How long can a dog stay alone? For adult dogs, 4 to 6 hours seems to be the most commonly recommended amount of time. However, many people leave their pets alone for 8 hours or more as they go off to work. This can be easier on households where there's another person with a slightly different schedule. Many dogs can adapt to being alone for 8 to 9 hours at a time, provided they have a way to potty and enough space to move around. It's important to note that dogs should never be crated for more than a few hours at a stretch, aside from bedtime. Doing so is simply cruel unless it's a temporary situation, like during travel. Even though dogs can get used to being alone for long periods, it doesn't mean they like it. They really thrive on companionship and interaction. So, making sure they have plenty of mental and physical activities while you're away is key to keeping them happy and healthy. We've covered a lot about what goes on in our dogs' minds when we're not around. From understanding their routines and coping mechanisms, to recognizing their sense of time and how they miss us, it's clear that our furry friends are deeply connected to us. Remember, every dog is unique, so their reactions and behaviors might vary. Providing them with the right tools, toys, and routines can help ease their anxiety and keep them happy while you're away. Here ends our video for today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.